Hi everyone, this is RadioMan. In today's SCUM video, I'm going to give you a crash tour of another classic POI. The original POI, might I add, the airport. Located in the northeast corner of B2, this huge location spans almost half a zone, overlapping into B1. However, you need to only worry about the buildings in the center, as this is where you will get your loot. Flying overhead, we can see there are some tool sheds and a hangar in the far east, along with 3 half-moons. In the far west, we have more tool sheds and another hangar, with 3 more half-moons. In the center of it all, we have the main terminal building, the air traffic control center, and 5 more half-moon buildings. The half-moons are filled with military boxes, and these are where you will find the best loot. There are a few locked cabinets spread around the offices of the ATC Center, as well as a few military boxes in the hangars. Personally, I find the loot to be a little sparse in these buildings, and because of all the mechs here, they are not worth the time or the risk to search. Instead, I like to focus solely on the half-moons, and I'm going to show you my preferred route to loot them all and to get out safely. It's easy to slip in near the tool sheds in the east or west, but to be more efficient with the half-moons, I find it best to enter through the south side. Be careful, as the mechs will shoot at you through the fence if you get too close, and remember to always exercise patience while waiting for openings to run. Across from the 5 half-moons, wait outside the tree line until these 2 mechs meet in the middle and begin walking away from each other. Then sprint through the fence and go as close as you dare to the half-moons, stopping for cover in any of these bushes. Depending on how the routes sync up, you may actually have enough time to make it all the way, as I probably could have done here. If you chose to be safe rather than sorry, just wait until they loop around again, and then cross the street. Once inside, loot all the boxes and then get ready to move to the next half-moon through the back door. Beware the mech that patrols this lot in a counterclockwise circle, and be ready for any puppets that may spawn inside. Once you are done with the 5th half-moon, it's time to head to the eastern hangar. Simply wait until the mech begins heading east and follow it all the way to the white tool sheds. With the southeastern mech now behind the shed, quickly enter the first door on the southern side of the hangar. Close the door behind you, and you now have a moment to collect your thoughts. Usually, plenty of puppets spawn in the hangars, along with a C4 puppet. Luckily, I found a flare in the half-moon, which allowed me to bait them all to the center of the room. I was then able to easily dispatch them from the doorway with my bow. Once the puppets are dead, wait until the east and west mechs are walking away from the hangar doors and get your ass to the other side. A quick peek out the window to make sure the northern mech isn't facing the building, and you will want to post up in this bush just outside the doors. From here, wait until the mechs to your east and north begin heading away from you. Be careful of the mech to the west. If it is at the top of its rotation, it will see you running across to the next half-moons and potentially ruin your day. When the coast is clear, run for your life and don't stop for anything until you get inside the half-moon. Deal with the puppets, patch up if you need to, and loot these 3 buildings in the same fashion as the first 5. Just like before, move between the buildings through the back doors. When you are done here, you have a lot of open ground to cover to get to the western half moons. You can go for it if you are feeling lucky, but I like to chill out in this bush. When the mech is heading east again, it's time to leg it. Once you make it across the runway, you will be fairly safe. I don't think the mechs to the south can see you this far away, and there is a nice chain of bushes you can follow all the way to the buildings. It's easy to go straight to the half moons, but if there are puppets, it's okay to take cover in this workshop, as I did here. Be patient, deal with the threat, and when the coast is clear, hop out the window and loot the half moons just like the others. Once you're done with these 3, it's time to get out of here. You can retrace your steps, but if the RNG gods were kind, you might be getting weighed down with loot. For this reason, it's much safer and faster to make a run for the northern fence. Leaving through the back door, wait until the mech to your right is heading east and the mech on your left is heading south, then point yourself towards the fence and run. You should be able to make it all the way, but don't be afraid to prone out in one of these bushes if the mechs didn't sync up as nicely for you. And that's it. Time to go stash your gear. As I begin my walk back to the truck, let's take a look at the loot. I scored a couple pistols with a handful of magazines. I got a red dot for a Desert Eagle and some smoke bombs and bayonets. Also, an advanced lockpick and a variety of ammunition. On top of all this, I came out of there as well with a bulletproof vest. It may not seem like a lot, but it's decent for default loot settings. I have found AKs and RPKs here before, so depending on the day or the server settings, the airport can be a great loot spot. Not bad anyway for a 30 or 40 minute solo run. If you brought some friends, have them loot the hangars and air traffic control center for even more goodies. And that's going to be it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed it. As you can see, the airport is not as hard as it looks, and there are some great looting opportunities. Check out some of my other SCUM guides, and don't forget to subscribe to catch all of my future content. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day. This is RrRadioMan signing off.
RrRadioMan!